Good day, I'm Stefan from the A&B group of nurseries, which includes De Roy and Cedarberg Tree Nursery. Today I'll be going through our planting guidelines when establishing a new citrus orchard.
Care should be taken when removing the plants from the delivery vehicle, ensuring that leaves are not torn off, as well as the stem not broken at the bud union. It is therefore recommended that trees should be handled either on the plastic bags or on the bottom of the rootstock. Each leaf is important to the future growth of the tree. The trees should be planted as soon as possible after the arrival on the farm. If it's not possible, the trees can be arranged in rows of 4 to 6 trees per row on a well-drained surface in a north to south direction. We advise growers to cover the trees with shade cloth or place them under shade trees, but never place them in a shed on the farm. The bags can then be painted with white PVA on the western side of each row to alleviate high temperatures in the bags. Temperatures in the bags exposed to direct sunlight can easily exceed 50 degrees Celsius and cause damage to the roots. The trees can be irrigated every second day. However, this is only a guideline and own discretion should also be used. To avoid damages to the roots and stems during hot spells, the following should be noted. Do not plant the trees when temperatures exceed 35 degrees Celsius. Do not transport the trees to the field on trailers that easily heat up to excessive temperatures. Do not place trees in the orchard for more than 30 minutes prior to planting. Do not place or allow the stems and leaves to come into direct contact with hot soil. The soft bark on the tree stem, as well as the leaves, can be damaged. The trees can be positioned upright on the ridge and placed in the planting hole as soon as possible. In this video, we assume that soil classification, soil preparation and soil amendments has been made. Ensure that the planting hole is large enough to fit the root mass of the tree. Remove the tree from the plastic bag by either gently pulling out the tree or by cutting the bag open and removing it. Care should be taken when the bags are cut to not cause damage to parts of the roots. Gently loosen the roots all around the outside of the root mass with your fingers. We suggest removing between 15 to 20% of the coir grow medium. This will expose some of the outside roots and ensure they come into better contact with the soil once they're in the planting hole. Place the root mass into the hole and fill the rest of the hole with soil firmly. Ensure that the plant stem is not placed deeper in the soil than when it was in the bag, and rather plant the tree so that 1 to 2 small rootlets are slightly exposed above ground. The tree tends to sink deeper into the planting hole over time. Immediately drench the tree with 3 to 4 liters of water and thereafter irrigate the tree with 1 to 2 liters of water on or into the root zone every 1 to 2 days for at least the first month after planting. After the 1 month period, adjust the quantity of water to the tree's growth and needs. Do not allow the coir media to dry out. It is difficult to re-wet it once it has dried out. A small basin around the tree is advisable. We advise that stem protectors are placed around the tree stem directly after planting. Directly after planting, the dripper should be placed 5 to 10 centimeters from the stem to wet the root area. Care should be taken that the dripper never comes into direct contact with the tree stem. As soon as the tree is established, normally between 6 to 8 weeks, the dripper can be moved plus minus 15 to 20 centimeters in a sideway manner from the tree stem. The purpose is to draw the roots into the open soil. 6 months after planting, the dripper line can be moved so that the drippers are evenly spaced next to the tree. The distance that the microjets will be placed from the tree will depend on their design and their discharge pattern. Directly after planting, the microjet should be positioned at 30 to 40 centimeters away from the stem. The idea is to wet the coir medium and the soil around the tree without excessively wetting the tree stem. 6 to 8 weeks after planting, the microjets can be placed 40 to 60 centimeters away from the stem. 6 months after planting, the microjets can be moved 1 to 1.5 meters away from the tree stem. The final distance from the stem will depend on the tree spacing. Please note that this is only a guideline. The spacing will differ from one irrigation design to another. Discharge rates and patterns of the micros will also make a difference to the spacing. Irrigation during the first 2 weeks should only be with clean water. It is advised that fertigation should only start 2 weeks after planting at a low EC. Foliar fertilizer applications should only start after the first flush reaches a semi-hardened phase of development. Begin controlling pests such as orange dog, thrips, aphids and scilla as soon as first new flush appears.
A few notes on weed control for young citrus trees. Control the weeds while they are still young and small. Care should be taken to not allow any herbicide to come in direct contact with the young tree. Avoid spraying during windy times of the day to minimize the damage from spray drift onto the young trees. Consult your local chemical agent regarding which herbicides can be used around the young trees. For more information, please refer to our planting and young tree care bulletins.
Thank you for watching our video on planting guidelines. Happy planting!